from Oracle Park in San Francisco. Major League Baseball on tap. It's the Pittsburgh Pirates taking on the San Francisco Giants.
And now, your 2000.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this.
San Francisco Giants.
First pitch moments away. And now here's the starter for San Francisco, number 55.
Very solid starters, able to repeat his mechanics on a consistent basis, which allows him to move through a lineup and get deep into a ball game.
And now the rookie second baseman, Dave Cash.
The second baseman, Dave Cash.
The pitch. That one off the mark, and this one is off and running. Right-hander kicks, deals. And there's a foul ball. The wind of the pitch. Bunt attempt, but that goes foul. And now it's 1-2.
Ball two.
Got him looking. And now one away.
Well, really nice job of finishing the hitter off right there. Glove side command, fastball firm to the outside corner. Tell you what, very difficult to do anything with that pitch, even if you do swing.
Next to hit, number 22. In there, and it's 0-1. Swing and a miss. Ugly swing right there.
Not a swing you want to watch again.
Next offering misses, and the count 1-2. Checks his swing. Appeal down to third, and he won around. Ruled a swing.
Well, anytime you can punch out the top two guys in a lineup to start an inning, you got to be feeling pretty good out there on the mound, because when you think of just having a distraction, table setters on the base paths, and all of a sudden you're dealing with the number 3 hitter, any distraction can cause you to serve up a cookie, and instead of it being a solo shot, it's a 2 or 3 run homer.
Roberto Clemente stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball.
Kind of a throwback. No batting gloves.
That's in for a strike. On the corner for a strike.
So far, all we've seen in this at bat are fastballs. Look for him to slow it down right here ahead in the count.
The wind to kick the pitch.
2-2.
Got him. Strikes out the side to begin the game. What a start. Bucks go down quietly, and now we'll see what the Giants can do. No score. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Back here at Oracle Park, and starting in this one, Steve Glass.
Well, he's got such great discipline in between starts, taking care of himself, making sure he's lifting, his stamina stays high. He's a guy that wants to finish every start that he makes. Now, we know that's not quite possible, but he's well conditioned to throw over 100 pitches effectively. I think if you're on the other side, you've got to try to have lengthy at-bats, run that pitch count up, and perhaps get him out of the ball game early. He's kind of a rare pitcher in today's game. We'll see what he's got in this one.
Andres Torres at the plate now. That's ball one. In the air, left side. And there's one down. Here's Gabe Kapler's lineup for the San Francisco Giants. This is a veteran-led lineup right here. A lot of players with plenty of experience, Singy.
Yeah, no doubt about that, Boog. These guys have been around the game for a long time, and they may not have the flash that they once did, but they've got the wisdom to be able to understand different situations, be able to think with the opponent and sometimes in front of the opponent. And you always seem to see a team like this. They come to the ballpark, they know how to get down to business, and they understand what the job is at hand.
So 2 balls and no strikes.
2-0 to count.
And the slider catches the zone.
Nasty 2-0 slider there for a strike. That tells you he's got a lot of confidence in that pitch.
The 2-1. Now one missed. One down, base is empty. And there's ball 4.
Well, that's a really good take right there, and that's just mentally prepared, knowing that if it's not on the tee, you're going to take that pitch because you still have one more strike to work with. Not easy to lay off, but he did an excellent job in that plate appearance.
Lifted in the air, right field. He's got it, and there's 2 away.
Maybe caught that one off the end just a little bit. Couldn't quite barrel it up enough to really drive it.
The catcher, number 23.
And now the catcher comes up to hit. Number 23. And a pitch. Slow curveball drops in for a strike. Swings and misses, struck him out. 1 left for San Francisco, scoreless after 1. Back here in San Francisco, new inning getting started, and here is number 8. The right-hander back to work. And that drops in for a strike. Right side. Ross grabs it on the run.
Lefties can definitely be a little pull happy up there, especially with pitches that they see pretty well. That was a good example. He hooked an outside pitch, hit that ball in the air to right, just not with much authority.
Al Oliver stands in now and watches strike 1. Second inning here, no score. Next one misses, and now it's even 1-1. Joe McDonald doing the home plate duties here.
Well, Joe's an interesting one. I'm always trying to figure out what exactly his zone is. Feels like it kind of moves around from game to game, sometimes inning to inning.
And another ball. Yeah, I think that's fair. I don't think he's ever way off with his balls and strikes, but yeah, I don't think it's easy to define what his zone is, like you said. Next pitch is outside. Swings and misses, and we're filled up. Line drive, base hit.
Look, I don't think that pitch would have been called a strike, but he did such a nice job of pulling his hands tight to the body and just getting enough of the barrel on it to be hard enough back up the middle for a knock.
One gone, runner at first. Now it's the rookie first baseman, Bob Robertson. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
1-0.
And he deals. Not even close there. Now 2-0.
Not showing great command so far in this at bat. 2-0 count. He's got to execute here or this could get ugly.
Pitch misses. Ball 3. There's a swing and a drive. Torres going back some more, looking up, and brings it in at the wall.
Man, I love that route. The ball was smoked. He knew he had to get back to the track right away. Turned his back on the infield, got to the spot, turned around and made a nice catch.
Here's the Pirates catcher now, Manny Sanguillen. Obviously a guy who makes good contact, hits for average, but one of the things in today's game, the value in the fact that he hits both righties and lefties. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. They're so reliant on the matchups nowadays, Chris, and it's huge when you don't have to sit a guy or platoon him.
When you can hit, both sides in terms of pitchers' arms, you're a guy that it's hard to take out of the lineup, and I think it's very important today when everything is under the microscope.
Good hitters count the 2-0. And that misses off the outside edge. Number 6, waiting for a turn at the plate. There's the strike, and it's 3-1. Slice the other way. That's a base hit. Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get something you can handle. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. Hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ballgame.
The 0-1. That's down and in.
1 ball.
2 outs. A couple of base runners at first and second. On the ground to third. They get the force, and that is that. Pirates strand a couple. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Now it's the veteran outfielder, number 9.
The left fielder, number 9.
Glass back to work. Called strike right there. They say you win. Righty to the plate. Slow ground ball to the right side. He takes it on his own. 1 up, 1 down.
Batting 6. The right fielder, Cody Ross.
And digging in for San Francisco, Cody Ross. pitch misses inside, and that's ball one. Swing and a miss as he was out front. Just off the outside edge, and it's 2-1. And that one upstairs.
3-1.
And the right-hander deals. Swings and misses. And the count is filled up. The wind of the pitch. And that's ball four.
Didn't miss by much right there. Just couldn't get the call off the inside corner.
Here's the rookie third baseman, Juan Uribe. First offering misses badly for ball one. Kicks and deals. Looked like it was a little bit up. Two and 0 to count. Here it comes. That catches the corner. That misses. 3 balls and a strike. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Well, he's normally going to fill up the strike zone and really limit base runners, but his command in this one just seems off out there. A lot more walks than he's used to giving up.
Now, Pablo Sandoval. And he swings and misses at the initial offering.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
Runners at first and second with 1 gone. Line drive, base hit. Throw back in, holds the runner at third. Base is now loaded. Only 1 away.
Well, just a nice job coming through in a pretty high leverage spot right there. He got that front foot down, and pitch recognition was on point. Pretty impressive for an 0-2 count.
Now it's going to be number 16. He swings and hits a fly ball. Center field. Oliver under this one. Drops into the glove. Runner tags from third. Throw is offline, and he scores. And it's 1-0.
There you go. Nice little RBI there. It's a great at bat. Got the job done.
So the lineup flips over. Andres Torres digs in now. Fly to left his first time up. Ball 1 there.
1 ball, no strike.
And it's 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
The pitch. In the dirt, but kept close. Nothing happening on the bases, though. And a pitch. Outside corner, there's a strike. 2 outs. And now the count filled up 3-2. First and second, 2 down. Back up the middle and a base hit. Uribe around third. He scores, and they take a 2-run lead.
Comes through with the RBI. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Two gone with runners at the corners. Freddie Sanchez now at the plate. First pitch just misses.
Good speed on the base paths. He handles the bat very well. I wouldn't be surprised if the skipper puts on some type of hit and run or run and hit.
And the pitch. That one misses, and that's ball 2.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
2-0.
2 balls.
Corners are occupied with 2 down. Swing and a ball popped up. Cash brings it in with a nice running grab. The 2 runs for him, and they jump ahead. We plate 2 full. It's the Giants 2 and the Pirates nothing. And now the shortstop, Jackie Hernandez. Hernandez goes 5 feet 11 inches, 30 years old now, and he was born in Cuba. First offering misses the mark. Next offering is in for a strike. And downstairs. The count 2-1. That's to third. Zips it across. 1 up, 1 down.
Now batting the second baseman, Dave Cash.
So the Pirates batting order turns over. At the plate for Pittsburgh, Dave Cash. And that is in for a strike. 0-1. And he drops it down the third baseline. And that's just foul. Righty delivers. And 1-2. Line drive and foul ball. The pitch. Tapped softly on the ground. Fires to first on the run. 2 up, 2 down.
First of all, that's just a nice job to even get to that ball. And then even more impressive was the throw. Off balance. Had to try to, in the air, get his shoulders turned and make a strong throw. Does show off the strength of the arm. We're usually used to seeing that kind of arm strength from the shortstop.
Number 22 batting for the second time. And that's strike 1. That one catches the zone, and it's 0-2.
Quickly into an 0-2 count. Both pitches were down in the zone. I think you set your sights a little bit higher because you'll have a tendency to chase if you look down in that area.
Here comes a pitch. That one misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Next offering is fouled back. And he grounds one to the right side. And that is that. And 1, 2, 3 go the Pirates. And they're down 2-0. And now the first baseman, Aubrey Huff. 0 for 1 so far.
The first baseman, Aubrey Huff.
Getting to start at first. A career batting average over 300, and he's a former Rookie of the Year. That one misses in the dirt.
All these Giants showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. They've worked 3 walks already, so that proves they're not anxious up there.
Now this ball splits the gap in right center. Around first and hustling for second. Not stopping. He's going for 3. And he makes it into third with a leadoff triple.
A lot of hitters tell themselves, line drive over the infielder's head. That's what I'm trying to do. Just keep that approach simple. And right there, it was perfectly executed. On time with everything, and pulled it into the gap nicely.
Number 23, the next Giant to hit. He struck out swinging at his first at bat. To third, and that one handled. To first, one gone, bottom of the third inning.
The batter, number 9.
And up next for the Giants, number 9. Grounded out his first time up. Splits the plate. It's 0-1.
Goodness, I think he just took the best pitch he's going to see in this at bat. You don't get many like that in that location. I don't know if you take that pitch against any pitcher out there on the mound.
At the belt and fires. In the dirt. Runner stays put at third. And a 1-1. And now 2-1 after that missed inside.
This hitter's looking for a fastball, but I'm not sure he's going to get one. Pitcher doesn't have to challenge him. If he feels better about his off-speed secondary stuff, then stay with it.
One away with a runner at third. Upstairs.
In this situation, he's trying to get you to pop something up or jam you. That's a really good take, knowing he got an opportunity to drive in a run here.
3-2. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. Couldn't catch up to the heater. Cody Ross, the next Giant to hit. The walk and a run scored his first time.
And this is a big opportunity for him to pick up his teammate right here.
Check swing, no appeal. And that is ball 1. There's a strike.
Well, I know they've gotten out to an early lead, but you don't want to take these opportunities for granted. With 2 outs, still lock in with a quality at bat, drive in that run. You may not have another guy in scoring position the rest of this ball game.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Well, he looks fresh out there. Just needs to get a little more confidence and remember how good he's been in the past.
The pitch. Off the plate, and it's 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Flails at that one. It's a strikeout. So the Giants leave 1 as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. At the plate for Pittsburgh, Roberto Clemente. He led the game off with a strikeout and looking to get on base in this plate appearance. And the pitch. There's a strike.
You know, these Pirates just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases that are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
Liner, base hit.
And man, I'll tell you, a line drive like that into the gap just feels so good. It's feedback that you had everything on time and in control from start to finish with your swing.
Stepping in, the long ball threat, number 8. 0 for 1. He flied out to right in his first trip. This one kicks away a little as he can't squeeze it. Well done behind the dish. Swing and a miss.
1-1.
As he was out front that time. Hammered, and now maybe extra bases. Clemente rounds second on his way to third. Throw comes in. Runner stopped. Second and third. Nobody out. And he's got a double.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Al Oliver, the next Pirate to hit. 1 for 1 with a single so far. In the air, left field. He's got it. Runner tags for home. The throw is offline, and he's in to score. And it's a 1-run game.
Well, that's a quality at bat right there. You know the situation. You need something in the air and deep enough, and that's exactly what he did. Good pass to the baseball.
And here's the first baseman, Bob Robertson.
Almost drove one out of here last time up. Flied out to the warning track.
And first offering is fouled off. The pitch. Fastball gets the corner at the knees. Next pitch inside. Now 1-2. Runner at second here, one gone. Pitch misses, and that's ball 2. Up the middle, Sanchez tosses to first, and they get the out.
The catcher, number 35. Manny.
And here's the catcher, Manny Sanguillen. Single to right in his first trip. Ball 1 low. Slider misses outside. Runner at third, 2 away. Next pitch, not close, up high. Number 6 waits on deck. Here's a 3-0. The right-hander gives up the 2-out walk.
That just came apart right there. 4-pitch walk, and guy at the plate was not going to help him out by swinging at something out of the zone.
So next to the plate for Pittsburgh, number 6. And first offering is fouled off. Runners on first and third, 2 away. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2.
Gosh, a little late on that breaking ball. I don't think he recognized it out of the hand. Just a little tardy. Gonna have to regroup here.
Bounce to the right side. Takes it himself. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. 2 men left stranded, but they do push across one. We're midway in the 4th. It's the Giants 2 and the Pirates 1. And digging in for San Francisco, Juan Uribe.
The third baseman, Juan Uribe.
Glass back to work. That misses off the outside edge.
1 ball, no strike.
That's outside. 2 balls, no strikes.
2-0 to count.
The wind and the pitch. And now 2 balls and a strike.
You know, that's a swing you'll see a lot against a good sinker. Just right over the top. Tough to barrel that up.
That one in for a strike. 2-2.
Now just a cement mixer slider right there. It's a great pitch to hit if you can recognize it early and jump on it.
Just missing there. And that's ball 3.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Up the middle. What a stop. Over to first. Throw is low, and he can't pick it.
It doesn't really matter where you are in the lineup. Your job is to get on base and try to start a rally if you're leading off an inning. So an infield single does the job right there. Now we'll see if they can make something happen.
Pablo Sandoval getting ready to hit.
Showed a really nice opposite field approach in his last at bat.
Swing and a miss. Slider right there.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Kicks and fires.
Ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Nobody out. Runner at first. On the ground to short, could be 2. Hernandez tossed to second, and they get him easily at first. It's a double play.
Got what he was looking for on the mound right there, and his infielders took care of business. Pretty textbook execution between short and second to turn that into 2 outs.
And up next for San Francisco, number 16. And that's in there for strike 1. Swing and a miss.
Just a really nice slider down and in there. He wants to get the hitter thinking fastball, speed him up, and just subtract some velocity and add a little movement.
Next pitch off the plate. And that's ball 1.
It's a good take.
Next pitch is outside. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Right-hander kicks, deals. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. And the batter will be the shortstop, Jackie Hernandez. Grounded out his first time.
Hernandez.
And here it comes. That misses the zone. Ball 1. And a strike. Here's a 1-1. Swings through that one for strike 2. Just outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
That's a really good take.
And a pitch. On the ground to short. Whips it across. 1 away here in the 5th.
Now back. Second base.
Up next for the Pirates, Dave Cash. That misses the zone. Ball 1.
1-0.
That one missing inside. Next pitch is outside. And the righty deals.
Clearly taking all the way there in that 3-0 count. It was a cookie right down the middle.
And he walked him.
Take your base.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
Number 22, the next Pirate to hit. Swings through that one. 0-1. Top of the zone, and it's called a strike.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of a double play here.
That one just misses the outside corner. 1-2 to count. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. He swung over top of the curveball.
Well, I don't think there's a hitter alive that hasn't at some point succumbed to that pitch right there. It just looks like it's in the zone the entire way, and then the top spin and gravity take over in the blink of an eye, and it's just such a tough pitch to lay off of.
So digging in, Roberto Clemente. And first offering is fouled off. Righty to the plate. Runner on the go. Pitch is low. Throw there. Safe.
Well, that steal right there is wanting to take advantage of having a really good hitter at the plate. Now they've got a much better shot at bringing home a 2-out RBI.
Two outs and 1 in scoring position. Falling behind 2-1.
You don't want to get beat by a fastball in, and he spits on that one.
Runner leads away at second. And a foul ball. Two now. Fights it off. He'll see another. Runner at second. 2 down. And there's a base hit to right field. Fires to the plate. And he's out. Cut down, and that ends the inning.
Well, it's pretty difficult to throw a base runner out at the plate with 2 outs on a base hit to the outfield, but an excellent job of coming up with it, getting rid of it quickly, and throwing on the money. That is great technique from start to finish. Nice job to end the inning.
Next to hit, number 67.
For the Giants, the center fielder,
The pitch. And that's in there at the knees for a strike.
And this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
And the right-hander deals. Fastball for a strike. And the count is 0-2.
All right, now he may have not liked either of those first 2 pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point he's going to have to bear down and be ready to hit anything close to the zone.
Ball.
That's off the mark, and the count is 1-2. Fly ball to right. Clemente under it. Hauls it in, and there's one away.
now back, second baseman, Freddie.
And up next for the Giants, Freddie Sanchez. First pitch doesn't find the zone. It's softly on the ground left side, and it goes just foul. They say you win.
1-2.
Waves at the bender for the strikeout. Chris, third time through the order, and a couple of quick outs for the starter.
Yeah, he's been very frugal today, economical with the pitch count.
And digging in for San Francisco, Aubrey Huff. First offering, and it just misses. Left-hand hitter waits. And that one is lifted in the air. Number 8 going back on this one. And the inning is over. Giants are down 1-2-3, but they still lead it 2-1. So now it's the 4-hole hitter, number 8.
The left fielder, number 8.
The wind of the pitch. That's a strike, and it's 0-1.
Now, there's a pitch we haven't seen in a while. It's going to be tough on the hitters if he can mix that in whenever he wants.
And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
Wow, short work to send him packing to start the inning, and no messing around either. All 3 pitches were in the strike zone, attack mode all the way, and that's pretty impressive given the pop he was dealing with at the plate.
Al Oliver, the next Pirate to hit. And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1. Oliver, in his 4th year, 24 years old, he joined the team as a free agent. Next offering is in for a strike.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Next pitch inside. Now 1-2.
0-2 fastball way out of the zone. I think he's trying to speed him up. Got to stay back. Off speed's probably coming.
In the dirt. Up with it. Fires to first. Gets the out. 2 down after the strikeout. Bob Robertson, the next Pirate to hit. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. And there's a strike on the outside corner. Swings and misses. And the count 1-2. And down on strikes. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. So they go quietly there. To the bottom of the 6th we go. 4-5-6 coming up. It's the Giants 2 and the Pirates 1. Now the Giants 4-hitter, number 23.
The catcher, number 23.
The wide to kick the pitch. There's the strike. Chris, we were excited to watch him pitch. This is a little more along the lines of what we were expecting performance-wise.
Yeah, Boo, great pitchers like this, you may get one opportunity in one inning to get to them, to get some runs up on the board. And if you don't take it then, you may see zeros the rest of the ball game.
Ball to strike. That one fouled off. Next pitch misses. 2-2.
The only adjustment he needs to make is his target. If you aim at the outside corner, that slider's going to end up way off the plate. Perhaps look a little more down the middle, and you get it right where you want it.
And now it's filled up. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. And one gone.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
Here's the left fielder, number 9. First offering misses the mark. Next offering is fouled back. In there. And so now 1-2. And a ball evens the count.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball. He goes down looking. And up next for San Francisco, Cody Ross. Ross goes 5 feet 11 inches, 195 pounds, and he's one of the few players in Major League Baseball born in New Mexico. And that one lifted in the air center field, squeezes it, and that'll do it. Giants down in order. They lead it 2-1. Well, One-run game. Here's the Pirates catcher now, Manny Sanguillen. The right-hander back to work.
Man, he's been really good, about to hit that 100 pitch mark here in the 7th. Man, we'll see how far they're going to ride him, but it's been pretty good so far.
And a 1-0. And out number 1 on the grab.
Number 6.
Number 6, the next Pirate to hit. That catches the top part of the zone. 0-1. That's inside. This one smacked out to left center. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. 2 down.
Well, off the bat, it looked like they might get that tying run on base. Maybe even extra bases. No dice, though. A little unlucky on that one.
Jackie Hernandez, the next Pirate to hit. And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes. Ripped into left center, base hit.
Everything came together for him. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
Here comes Gabe Kapler to the mound, and he's going to take the baseball from his starter. Number 55, done for the afternoon, and he leaves in a 1-run game. New pitcher coming on. We'll be back in a minute. New pitcher coming on, the veteran, Moda.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
At the plate for Pittsburgh, Dave Cash. That one's in there, and that is strike 1.
Typically, the outfield defense will play a little bit deeper just to keep the ball in front, make sure that runner on first doesn't come all the way around to score and tie this ball game up.
The next offering misses, and now it's even 1-1. Way high. Just a slow ground ball this time. Scoops it up barehanded. It's there, and that's a great play. So the Giants' pen gets the job done. Midway in inning number 7, and it's time to stretch. It's the Giants 2 and the Pirates 1. And digging in for San Francisco, Juan Uribe.
The third baseman, Juan Uribe.
And he deals. And that's in for a strike.
Well, these Giants doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. The starter's pitch count is high because they've worked the count full against him 5 different times. Their pitch selection's been off the charts today.
The 0-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. And the 0-2. Stays. stays. 's 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 Next pitch is outside.
1-2.
Well, he's desperately looking for that swing and miss. He's going to have to just change speeds a little bit, try to move it around, create just a little bit of illusion at the end.
Bounced out to short. Hernandez jumps, throws, but he beats it out. And the leadoff man is on with an infield single.
The effort was there with the jump throw. You gotta love it, but it just wasn't in time. Still a really impressive play just to get to that ball and make it close at first. And not every shortstop can even make that play.
Now it's the DH, Pablo Sandoval. Flares it into the outfield, and that's a fair ball. Lead runner makes the turn at second, and now runners at the corners, nobody out.
That line drive isn't going to light up StatCast or anything like that, but it gets the job done. And he just kind of caught it on a weird spot of the bat, but he didn't get cheated with the swing, that's for sure.
And the Pirates manager making his way to the mound now as he will make the move. Steve Glass will depart, and as he heads for the dugout, we'll take a quick break. New arm on the mound when we get back. Number 34 gets the call from the pen.
And this could be a pretty critical point in this game. They're hoping he's the guy to keep him within striking distance.
Number 16, the next Giant to hit. Strike one.
In the infield at the corners, don't be surprised to see them come home first and prevent that run from scoring.
Runners on the corners, no outs. Strike two.
Yeah, you can see he just kind of stabbed at that one instead of just keeping his hands soft and absorbing the baseball with the bat.
That misses, and the count 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Good eye right there.
2-2.
And that one hit to first. He handles it himself, and one away in the bottom of the 7th.
Up next is Giants. The center fielder.
Now it's the Giants leadoff hitter, number 56. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Bullpen activity starting up now. Jim Nelson loosening up in case he's called upon by Derek Shelton. Miller, the hard-throwing right-hander, up as well. The 1-0. And there's a ball. Appears they're working around him with the base open, Singy.
Well, you know, these 2-0 counts, Boog, they're just not what they used to be, and we sound like old guys when I say that, but ultimately this is a strategic game, and you expect to see this type of approach by the pitcher in this situation.
That's in there. Now 2-1. On the ground, right side. Steps on first for the out.
Now back, second baseman, Freddie.
And up next for the Giants, Freddie Sanchez. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
1-0.
Turned on, but that's foul down the third baseline. Check swing. He went, and it's 1-2. Swings, and this one's flared. He's got it, and that'll end the inning. A couple of hits in the inning, but they can't get him home. We look ahead to inning number 8. It's the Giants 2 and the Pirates 1. And now here is number 22. Here comes a pitch. In for a strike. It's 0-1.
0-1.
Swings through that.
Okay.
Action in the pen down there. Brian Wilson, the closer, getting cranked up for a possible save opportunity. And a swing and a miss. The hat trick. One gone here.
Pretty big strikeout right there to start this 8th inning. Down 1. Any leadoff base runner really makes this inning a bit more interesting. But now this offense has to switch from possibly trying to manufacture a run to needing to run into something or just try to string multiple hits together to get a run across the plate.
Roberto Clemente, the next Pirate to hit. Misses outside, and it's 1-0.
No strike.
In the air, right field. Fair ball.
Clearly seeing the ball very well in this one. When you pop a ball up like that, you don't expect it to get you a knock too often, but right there, somehow he got it to drop in behind first base, and that's where no one could get to it.
New pitcher on now, number 41.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
So up next, number 8.
Went down looking on 3 pitches last time. Let's see if he can be a little more aggressive right here.
First offering misses the mark. One-run game, 1 out, 1 on. The next pitch misses, and now 2-0.
Last 2 pitches have been down in the zone. Pitcher clearly trying to get that ground ball double play, but in this count, he's going to have to give in, elevate his pitches, and get back into this at bat.
On the ground to third, might be 2. Fires to second for 1. Double play. They can't seem to break through. Inning over.
Poetry in motion there as the second baseman turns the double play. Nice throw to first, and that's the way to end the inning.
And digging in for San Francisco, Aubrey Huff.
The first baseman, Aubrey Huff.
The pitch. And that's in the dirt.
1-0.
Fouled off left side. And the pitch. And it is 2-1. And that's outside.
At this point in the game, you cannot issue free passes. He's going to have to challenge this hitter. Hitter's got to be ready to swing it.
Downstairs, and it misses, ball 4.
Leading up for the Giants.
Here's a cleanup hitter for the Giants, number 23. Here's the pitch. Runner on the goal. Swing and a miss. Throw. Save. Comes up empty on the swing. 0-2 now.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand, looks so good. And then by the time he gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
On the ground to third. Tosses to first. One gone to the bottom of the 8th.
Now
Number 9, the next Giant to hit. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. First pitch, and he just misses.
1 ball, no strike.
Out in front with the swing, and that is strike 1. 1 out and a runner at second. Check swing, didn't go. 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Man at second. Good eye in that spot.
3-1.
In there at the knees.
Full count.
Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Right side. Slings to first, and that's an out.
the right fielder, number 13, Cody.
And now the right fielder, Cody Ross. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
1-0.
Righty delivers. Just missed. Good hitters count the 2-0. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike.
In today's game, not that many fastball counts, but hitters still in the back of their minds, they're looking for one. 2-0 changeup call right there. Excellent pitch selection to go with.
Next offering misses. Now 3-1. Juan Uribe on deck for San Francisco. Kicks and deals. And a pop-up right side, foul territory. He's got it, and that's the inning. One left for San Francisco as they're unable to add to their 2-1 lead. So the Giants with a new pitcher on the hill, Brian Wilson. The offense will need to be ready for the breaking stuff. He's got a great curveball. At the plate for Pittsburgh, Al Oliver. Corner infielders guarding the lines, trying to prevent extra bases. The pitch. On the outside corner, and it's 0-1. And that's in there at the knees. And a pitch. And it skips into dirt. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Well, Boog, I'll tell you, when he goes to look at the video of that pitch, he's going to want to punch himself. That slider had hit me written all over it, and clearly he just got a little too excited and was out in front. I'll tell you what, when you get a pitch like that, you cannot miss it. Those have a chance to go a long way.
Bob Robertson, the next Pirate to hit. Pitch is in there. That's strike one. The tying run at the plate.
1-1.
That one is upstairs. And that's too high. Manny Sanguillen next to bat for the Bucks. Crowd locked in right now. One-run game here in the ninth. Oh, great stop. The throw, and very nicely done for the out.
The catcher, number 35, Manny Sanguillen.
Here's the catcher, Manny Sanguillen. It's amazing. We get a chance to talk to a lot of opposing managers. This guy scares managers on the other team as much as anyone.
And he gets to fly beneath the radar with the other more recognizable names in this lineup. Calling at bat can be a little bit of a dance. Strike one here, but a few more pitches. We'll see how it turns out.
One-run game here in the top of the ninth. Next offering is in for a strike.
Oh, this guy's so comfortable hitting with two strikes. Even a good pitch early in the at-bat. If he's not ready to pull the trigger, he's not worried if he gets to an 0-2 count.
The 0-2. Gets a piece and stays alive. Got him, and that's the ball game.
Great pitcher's duel in this one. You get to a certain point where each pitcher is trying to outdo the other, go a little bit deeper into the ball game, and for these guys, it really came down to a few key at bats. This was a fun one to watch.
And your final score here today, 2-1. They hang on to win it by a run. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long.